a very cute laugh.
All right. Number 1. Megan, what's number 1 called?
Acute equilateral.
Equilateral. It is equilateral. We'll just go with equilateral because we're just going to name these with one word each. Okay, number 2. One word. Travis. No. Isosceles. Perfect. 6 and 6. 2 sides congruent. Isosceles. Number 3. Louis A. No, I gave you angles. Pick one of the ones angles. Acute, right, or obtuse? Yeah, acute. Less than 90, less than 90, less than 90. Oh, it's so cute. Those angles are so small. Stop. Number 4, Nasia.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Number 4. Isosceles. She got it right. Good job, birthday girl. Number 5. Shelby's taking Trey's not in those calls anymore. Tori, number 5.
Wait, what kind is it? Or?
Yep, what kind? Philip and Kenneth. It's getting old.
Isosceles?
The talking. Yeah, isosceles. Very good.
Good job, Tori. Oh my God, thank you.
And Jeanette, number 6.
Obtuse.
Yeah. Obtuse. Perfect. All right. Let's move on. We'll watch the video at the end. Okay. We are on your notes. Isosceles and equilateral. What do those words even mean? Where do the roots come from? Do you ever do this in English? Oh, they're right here. Talk about where the root of the word comes from. I'm sorry, it sucks. Iso means same, and skelos means leg. Same legs. Isosceles, they have the same leg. Equilateral, equa means equal, surprise, surprise. And lateral means of a side, equal sides. Equilateral, equal sides. Got them? Now we're going to do anatomy. It's like we're in science class, but we're going to do the anatomy of a triangle instead of the anatomy of a human or an animal or a cell. I need to go full screen, but I can't. The button's hiding under here. I can't go full screen. Ooh, I have an idea. Boom. There we go. Okay. All right. So look at your isosceles and your equilateral. Add tick marks to the pictures to show that they're isosceles and equilateral. Philip, go do it to the board. Add tick marks where the tick marks go on those 2. Go. Oh, that is cute. Yeah, do both of them.
What is lateral?
Lateral means of a side. Sides. Equal sides, equilateral, equal sides, yep.
Exactly.
Yep, and then equilateral. Cheating.
No, I wasn't here Monday.
Oh, well now you're learning. Okay, very good. Torian also added a double tick mark down here to show that it's different than those sides, and that's fine too. But this is what an isosceles triangle would look like and an equilateral triangle would look like. 2 tick marks versus 3 tick marks. Okay, that's easy. Moving on. All right, so let's talk about the sides first. In an isosceles triangle, this is isosceles by the way, what are the 2 sides that are congruent? What are they called? Everybody has 2 of them. Legs. Very good. So label them legs. Label the legs, the legs. The ones with the tick marks are called legs. Raise your hand to tell me what this one is called down here. If it's not a leg, raise your hand.
Arm. Really? Arm?
Arm?
Really?
Ashley. Base. Ding, ding, ding. If it's not a leg, it's a base. The one side that does not have a tick mark is called the base. Okay? All right. Now we're going to talk about the angles. Let's do the easiest one first. The angles surrounding the base are called the blank angles. They're surrounding the base. So we're going to call them the base angles. The angles surrounding the base are called the base angles. Pretty self-explanatory. Base angles.
That's the vertex.
Ooh, very good. Danica, what's angle 1 called?
Vertex.
The vertex angle. The angle where the sides with the tick marks meet up. These are the sides with the tick marks where they meet up. That's called the vertex angle. How many vertex angles does an isosceles triangle have?
3.
How many vertex angles?
1.
1. How many base angles? 2. All the time, always. Okay? Moving on. We have a theorem that says, hey, guess what? If 2 of the sides are congruent, then 2 of the angles are congruent. It makes sense. 2 and 2. But which angles are they? Well, if you draw an arrow away from the tick marks, those are the angles that are congruent. So go ahead and mark your picture. Angle A is the same measure as angle B. If 2 sides are congruent, then 2 angles are congruent. If 2 sides are congruent, then 2 angles are congruent. They're always away from the tick marks. Now, your picture is not always going to look like that. Your picture could look like this. Your picture looks like that. Lewis, come mark the 2 angles that would be congruent. Go put arcs on them. Because they're not always going to be at the bottom. They're not. He's going to go to my picture and mark which 2 angles are the same. That's a side. That's a side. Mark the angle. See how I put little arcs? No, that's a tick mark. Put an arc on the 2 angles that are congruent, on the angles. Good. Nope. Undo. You just put it on the bottom too, but that's what I'm saying. This is my leg and this is my leg. The ones that are congruent are the ones across from the leg. So where would the other arc go? Yep. Okay, thank you. Do y'all see? It's not always the 2 that are on the bottom. It's the 2 that are across from the tick marks. Let's do let's do another one. A, B, C. AB is congruent to AC. Alea, come mark the angles that are congruent. Go mark the angles that are congruent. Dimitri, can you go to the board?
You don't want to try. You try.
Okay, so this is going to be on your quiz. You have a quiz tomorrow. Look at the board. AB is congruent to AC. So on my quiz, what I would do is I would put tick marks. I would find AB, and I would put a tick mark. I would find AC, and I would put a tick mark. Now tell me which letter. There you go. You look away from the tick mark and away from the tick mark. Angle B is congruent to angle C. Okay? They're not always facing perfectly upright. They're not always upright. Sometimes we rotate them on purpose. All right, let's move on. The converse of that statement is also true. That was on your benchmark yesterday. The word converse. What's converse mean? What?
Reverse.
Reverse. Ooh. Converse, reverse. So, what is the converse of the statement? If 2 sides are congruent, then the angles opposite are congruent. What's the converse? If the...
congruent, then the sides of the triangle.
Very good. Okay. So, this one is saying, if the angles are congruent, then guess what? Draw an arrow away from the angles, and the sides are congruent. So, in other words, it's saying, if you have tick marks, then you have arcs. If you have arcs, then you have tick marks. So, you added tick marks to your picture? You did already? That dark, dark figure? Dark. Okay. Isosceles or not isosceles? Please figure out whether it's isosceles or not isosceles, and I will call you to the board. It's not in your notes. It's additional. It's extra. Extra fun.
That's not fun.
The first triangle, Dimitri, go right yes or no. The second triangle, Catherine, go right yes or no. The third triangle, Ashley, go right yes or no. Thank you, Dimitri. Good job, Catherine. Okay. Dimitri, how did you decide whether to write yes or no? How did you decide? I'm sorry, what? How did you decide whether that was isosceles or not? Okay. So if it's isosceles, two of the sides have to be the same. That means two of the angles have to be the same. Are any two of these angles the same? No, and that's why it's no. Are any two of these angles the same? Yep. Where would the tick marks go?
On top of, right next to the tick, in the middle of.
That's where they would go. You draw an arrow away from the congruent angles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This one we don't know yet. We haven't found the missing angle. Everyone do 180 minus 29 minus 75. 180 minus 29 minus 75. What do you get? 76. So it was almost isosceles. He's like trying so hard to be isosceles, but he didn't make the cut. 76 is not the same as 75, so the answer is no. Okay? All right. What is this triangle? Acute. Very good. Very good. Why do y'all not have your calculators? Every day. Every day. Next theorem. Equilateral triangle theorem. Guess what? This says the same thing. It says if all three sides are equal, then all three angles are equal. If all three sides are equal, then all three angles. So add an arc, add an arc, add an arc. If it's equilateral, then it's equiangular. Do you think the converse is going to be true? If it's equiangular, then it's equilateral. Thank you, Jeanette. If it's equiangular, it's equilateral. If it's these arcs were already there, so what would I add to my picture? Tick mark, tick mark, tick mark. Let's try some, because I'm losing you. I see it. What is the measure of each base angle? Calculate it on your own. Calculate it on your own, and then I'll call someone to the board. I would really love for you to go get your calculator every day. Can you do that, please? Unless you want to do it by hand. Kenneth, when you're ready, go write your answer on the board. What?
I don't even know it.
What you doing?
Nah, you don't even know it.
Wait, go to the board and we'll walk you through it. Okay, bring your calculator to the board with you. Go. Get on up there.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, Kenneth, how many degrees are in a triangle?
108.
Put it on the board, 180.
Close, bro. Why is this blue?
Okay, how many degrees have we already used up?
34.
Do minus 34. Okay, what do you get?
You get 146.
Okay, write it down. 146. Now what do you do? There's two equal angles left, so write divided by 2. Now write it down because some people don't know how to do this.
Oh, miss, unless you put a nail up there.
73.
Oh,
73.
is anyone else going to be gone for band? I will make you a packet, Julius. That was my K list, but I'll make you a packet. So, what is 146 divided by 2, Kenneth?
73.
Okay, write it on the angles. Each angle. Final answer, very good. That's the answer. The answer is 73. 180 minus 34 divided by 2. Moving on. Solve the next one, please. Solve the next one. Are you already done? No, solve the next one. Can you solve the next one? The first thing I would do is find the tick marks and draw arrows away from the tick marks. Those are the base angles. Draw arrows away from the tick marks. Those are the base angles. Yasmin, go write the value of x on the board. Nope. She got it wrong.
You got it wrong.
You can have a decimal, sure, but this one doesn't have a decimal. Yes, thank you. Very good. X is 29. Do you know why it's 29? If two sides are congruent, the angles opposite the sides are congruent. This angle is the same as this angle. Across from a tick mark, across from a tick mark. That is 29. Now you need to add those up.
It should be like in a cube.
58.
Nope.
Danica, how much? It's not drawn to scale. You're right, Kendall. What's the answer?
I got 58.
122? Oh, I thought you said 22.
That was what she said.
I know, I thought so. Ashley, what are you doing? 122. Are we okay with where that came from?
No.
180 minus 29 minus 29. Flip. 1, 2, 3, flip your paper. Find X and Y. Don't locate them, find their values. Oh, we're on the other side. Look.
That's nice. I'll just do it on this side.
Are y'all done with the problems? Is that what you're saying? Lewis M, go write X, the value of X on the board.
Y'all need to do wires.
Bless you.
You need practice.
Perfect. The angles across from the tick marks, look, across. The angles across from the tick marks are the same. 52, 52. 52, 52.
You said 50.
Yeah, because Torin did and I copied her. Julius, you're up for Y. What'd you get for this angle right here? 180 minus 52 minus 52. What'd you get for the whole angle, angle E? I was asking for the whole angle first. I'm helping people. 38? No, 180 minus, oh, okay. 180 minus 104. 76. Okay. This whole angle is 76. And then what has happened to that angle? It's been bisected. So you were right. Divide by 2. 76 divided by 2. And you get 38. Julius, did you assume that this was a right angle right here? Okay, let's not assume yet. Okay, we haven't learned that lesson. All right, so we took 76 and we cut it in half. What is this angle called? Megan, what's this angle called? Vocab word. But a new word we just learned today on the front of our sheet.
Vertex.
Guys, yes, Megan. Yes, that is the vertex angle. Yes. The vertex angle has been bisected. Next one, go. Don't say anything, just solve it. Don't say anything, just solve.
What the heck?
Travis, when you're ready, go write your answer on the board.
What?
Rich homie. Hey, I like his shirt. He looks like Ludacris. I love you.
Oops. Perfect. 45, 45, 90. How did he get that, guys?
Because it's 45, 45, 90.
180. Wait. What is this angle? 90. I know that the angles across from my tick marks are congruent. So I do 180 minus 90, and then you cut it in half. 90 divided by 2. 45, 45. 90 divided by 2. Okay. All right. What's the measure of angle IJK? JK, IJK. I'm waiting for you to solve this one without me. I would find this angle first. 180 minus 58 divided by 2. Try it. 180 minus 58 divided by 2. 180. 61. 61. Linear pair, linear pair, linear pair. 180 minus 61.
Oh, that's why I got that.
Linear pair. These add up to 180 together. 180 minus 61. 119.
119.
I guess.
What do you mean you guess? 180 minus 61.
I guess 119. You just got it.
No, she goes, I guess, because she doesn't really get it, but she's just going along with it.
I mean,
Now I don't get it.
Alright. Hey, whoa. This problem. Which two sides are congruent in this problem? Which sides?
the sides, the legs,
Which ones are the legs?
the S1,
SR and
ST.
ST. We are going to set the legs equal. Which side are we totally going to ignore? 3x plus 11. For now, we're going to ignore it. Do you know, Kenneth, do you know what some of my students do? Do you know what they do? They do this. They do this plus this equals 180. And that means they know nothing about triangles. Because do the sides ever equal 180? The angles equal 180. We would never add the sides up to equal 180. Alright, let's add 2x. 60 equals 4 plus 2. 6x. Divide. 60 divided by 6. The answer is 10. How long? Shh. How long is RT? How long is it? What's 3 times 10? 3 times 10, 30. 30 plus 11. That side is 41 centimeters long, or whatever the units are. Girls, I'm having to talk louder to talk over your singing.
You're not terrible singing. That's like, yeah.
This question is just for fun.